This is Frankenhooker on our 31 spooky movies of Halloween. Guys, sometimes a movie comes along that does not just cross the line, it sprints past it, plants a flag, and then starts selling t-shirts. Frankenhooker is one of those movies. It is loud, it is lewd, it is offensive to absolutely everyone, and yet somehow, against all odds, it's a bizarre little masterpiece of trash cinema, directed by Frank Henenlotter. Yes, the bizarre guy behind Basket Case. Frankenhooker is what happens when you combine Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, a 1980s sex comedy, and the world's largest bucket of fried chicken. And no, I'm not making that up. Or am I? I don't know. You'll have to find out. The movie opens with Jeffrey Franken, get it? Played by James Lawrence. He's a nerdy, twitchy, slightly unhinged medical student whose fiancée Elizabeth tragically dies in a freak lawnmower accident because, of course, she does. Grief-stricken but undeterred, Jeffrey decides to rebuild her using the body parts of sex workers because love never means having to say, maybe I should try therapy instead. From there, Frankenhooker gleefully explodes into full-on insanity. Jeffrey prowls the streets of New York looking for the right parts, literally. He invents a new drug called super crack. Again, I'm not making this up. To lure in his victims, which results in one of the most chaotic, jaw-dropping scenes ever committed to celluloid, an entire room of prostitutes exploding in a neon inferno of body parts and bad life decisions. It is offensive, it is ridiculous, and it is absolutely hysterical, and strangely enough, it works. This movie seems determined to offend everybody, but it does so with such cartoonish glee that you can't stay mad at it. It's not mean-spirited like Terrifier, it is gleefully absurd, like if Looney Tunes was directed by a maniac with a VHS camera and a deep affection for bad puns. I've sounded like Porky Pig already, bad puns. The film lives and dies by its performances, and thank the horror gods that Frankenhooker delivers. James Lawrence as Jeffrey is a revelation. He's frantic, sweaty, and completely committed to the bit. Every line he delivers feels like it's been dipped in caffeine and cooked in madness. His deadpan reactions to the chaos around him are comedy gold. And then there's Patty Mullen as Elizabeth, or once she's reanimated, Frankenhooker herself. She's perfect. Her performance is this manic mix of camp, charm, and sheer physical comedy. She twitches, she spasms, she slurs pickup lines from the memories of the women whose parts she was assembled from, all while staggering through New York in platform heels and electric purple makeup. She is horrifying, she's hilarious, and somehow she's lovable. The chemistry between Mullins and Lawrence is pure B-movie magic. You believe that they're both insane, but you're rooting for them anyway. Speaking of New York, the city is not just a backdrop here, it's a character itself. Frankenhooker takes full advantage of its sleazy, neon-soaked late 80s setting. Every shot drips with grime, attitude, and the kind of unfiltered weirdness you just don't get anymore. You can almost smell the asphalt, hot pretzels, and pee through the screen. It's a time capsule of a city that was dangerous, dirty, and full of stories just like this. Well, maybe not just like this, but close enough. Visually, the movie is a B-movie dream. The practical effects are gloriously gross. Latex limbs, stitched skin, and purple electricity lighting up the night sky. The gore is goofy instead of gruesome, and the tone is pure camp from beginning to end. It's not trying to scare you, it's just trying to make you drop your popcorn in disbelief. And the script? You may think I'm going to say it's stupid, but no, it's smarter than it has any right to be. Underneath the sleaze and insanity, there's some surprisingly sharp satire about obsession, control, and the male ego, all filtered through a lens of exploding body parts and neon hooker jokes. You can tell Henenlotter knows exactly what he's doing. This isn't shock for shock's sake, it's parody done with surgical precision and a wicked grin. But you know, what makes Frankenhooker so much fun is that it never pretends to be anything it's not. It's not a serious horror movie, and thank goodness for that. With a title like Frankenhooker, if this had been played straight, quite frankly, I'd been furious. This is a movie that knows how stupid it is, and it revels in it. Every scene screams, yeah, we went there, and we ain't sorry. It's the kind of film that you can't recommend to everyone, but if you get it, if you have a taste for the weird cult horror and bad taste done well, you'll love it. It's shock value with style, sleaze with heart, and humor with brains. Or, at least the spare parts of them. And by the time the ending rolls around and Jeffrey's experiments have come full circle in a way that is both poetic and deeply disturbing, you realize that somehow, impossibly, Frankenhooker has actually pulled it off. It's tasteless, wild, and completely unforgettable. The cinematic equivalent of a dirty joke told by a genius. So yeah, it's offensive, it's insane, it's one giant middle finger to good taste. And it is fantastic. And that is why you should make Frankenhooker one of your 31 spooky movies of Halloween. You know, strangely enough, I remember seeing this video cover in stores all throughout the 90s, laughing at it, but never watching it, which is weird because I was kind of a gross little kid back then, and I would have totally watched this movie. I'm glad I finally did, though, because I genuinely enjoyed this movie. You may think it's ironic enjoyment or so bad it's good, but no, this movie is so good it's good. It actually really is good. I highly recommend it. And I also highly recommend you taking a look downstairs. Patreon link is down there, and so is the link to the YouTube channel membership. Guys, only $5 a month, and you can support all of this bad goodness that I do here. And of course, I'll see you next time here on the 31 Spooky Movies of Halloween.